Who is the best fictional U.S. president from TV, movies, books? Hands down President Bartlet from The West Wing. He's an actual PhD economist who's also a charming genius with great people skills, and shows respect and humility to everyone regardless of political affiliation or how much they agree with Hi Monsieur. He was designed to be sort of the ideal American president. George W. Bush in the second Harold and Kumar film. Monsieur, let me ask you something, Kumar. You like giving hand jobs? Quote, no. Do you like getting hand jobs? Quote, haha, yes. Well, doesn't that make you a bit of a hypocritizer yourself? Quote, now shut the fuck up and smoke my weed. Bill Pullman Independence Day, and the other 20 times he was the president. Plus turns out he's a space prince. We're not just doing this for money. We're doing it for a shitload of money. Abraham Lincoln, vampire hunter. He is not fictional. See any vampires? All thanks to Hi Monsieur S. Why the S? At least in my mind. This was a documentary or video biography. Our greatest president ended both slavery and vampirism. President James Marshall, Harrison Ford in Air Force One. Emo. The "Get Off My Plane" scene is the best presidential moment on the big screen. Except that "We will not go quietly in the night" speech by the President ID4. The president from Monsters vs. Aliens. That dude knows how to play a Casio. Lead alien robot, Daryl Philbin. President who attempted insurance fraud with a golden-faced weirdo. President Camacho. The fact that I had to scroll through so many imposter presidents shows me that Redditors aren't drinking enough electrolytes. Dwayne Elizondo, Mountain Dew. Herbert Camacho. Funny Valentine from JoJo Bizarre Adventures. Had to scroll so far to find this. Dojon. Tom Kirkman in Designated Survivor. David Palmer from 24. Obviously Sir Lord Quentin Tremblay III. 8th and a half president and inventor of the -$12 bill. Well, this is worthless. It's less than worthless. Leslie Knope. My favorite thing about a Leslie Knope presidency is the idea of her threatening someone with her dead mother's head on a stick during a UN meeting, then charming her way into dating the guy she threatened. Black Bush is played by Dave Chappelle. Oil. Who talking about oil, bitch, you cookin'? The N***** tried to kill my father. And Jamie Foxx as the Black Tony Blair. Leslie Nielsen. In Scary Movie 3, he saved the world from the aliens. These men died for our country. Send flowers to their bitches and HOS. I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you. President Thomas J. Whitmore, Independence Day. Tell him how to bring the sons of bitches down. President Whitmore from Independence Day. Good morning. Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world, and you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind. That word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interests. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win today, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American president holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today we celebrate our Independence Day. Quote, a president without bone spurs. Not hiding in a bunker fighting for mankind. Not personal gain. Sounds like sci-fi. The president from the movie 2012. Dude didn't want to escape. Spent his last moments with firefighters, paramedics, and rescuers. President Schwarzenegger from The Simpsons movie. I was elected to lead, not to read. I picked number 3. President Bartlet from West Wing. Dave, the doctor. I mean, technically he was president of Earth, but that includes the U.S. President Eden. He tried to rebuild a great nation from the ashes by any means necessary. LMAO. You mean John Henry Eden? President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart, a president you can trust. I haven't seen anyone say the correct answer yet, so here it is. Morgan Freeman. George Washington in Hamilton. Here comes the general. Rise up. The pride of Mount Vernon. Lex Luthor might be trying to defeat Superman and everything, but his term as president was quite successful. Red Sun Lex was even better. Balance the budget on a why, Monsieur. Jack Ryan, the Tom Clancy novels. He becomes president? Yeah, Tom kinda went crazy with the Jack character. I love the Jack Ryan book series, but President Ryan has been in office for 10 straight years as his second term, after having had a full first term and a half before that after executive order. I read the Jack Ryan Jr. books now. Not as good, but what else do I have? And the man's still the president. Jack Ryan Sr. is basically a monarch. And everyone is old as balls. John Clark probably looks like that grandma from SpongeBob who asks about the chocolates. By this point, it's actually completely legal for a person to be president for 10 years. Whitmore, Independence Day, and the President in Season 6 to 8 from Stargate SG-1. Frank Underwood. Had to scroll too far down for this. President Tom Beck, Morgue Freeze and Deep Impact. He handles an awful situation with as much grace as any of us can hope for. As President Bartlett and President Whitmore have already been said, I'll say Elizabeth McCord. She was brilliant. Dalton wasn't half bad either. Lloyd Bridges, President Thomas Benson, hot shout partner. James Dale from Mars Attack. Morgan Freeman. No need to explain. President Michael Wilson from Metal Wolf Chaos. Ellen Claremont from the book Red, White and Royal Blue. Andrew Shepard from The American President, or Elizabeth McCord on Madam Secretary. Kevin Kline and Dave. Mr. Garrison from South Park. The head of Richard Nixon carried by headless Vice President Spiro Agnew on Futurama. Morgan Freeman in Angel Has Fallen. Daryl from The Office in Threat Level Midnight. Obviously President Josiah Edward, Jed Bartlett from The West Wing. Hands down. Honorable mentions. President Thomas J. Whitmore, Independence Day, and President David Palmer. 24. The unarmed president from Threat Level Midnight. Best president. He was bad, then randomly turned good again at the end. Carrot what they said. The West Wing. Not just President Bartlett, though. The two other current presidents portrayed in the series. John Goodman's acting President Walken and Jimmy Schmidt's President Santos. Both were amazing in their ways, and Alan Alda's presidential candidate Vinnick had some stellar moments as well. President Bartlett, The West Wing. President Snow. That's a running joke. A friend of mine says that we have him as president right now in the United States. Snow was smart though. Funny Valentine. There it is. David Palmer. Bill Pullman's version in Independence Day. His rah-rah speech was amazing. Funny Valentine from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He did want to keep Jesus' corpse for himself to make America be successful forever at the detriment of the rest of the world. He was a terrible person. But as a U.S. president, he did try his best to make his country great. So is Johnny now an enemy of the state for killing him? Not really, I'd say. Valentine was a good U.S. president, but he was far from a good person. He was ready to give all kind of misfortune to every other country just so America could succeed. Not everyone in America is a head-up-in-their-ass patriot. I hope. So a lot of people could have seen the errors in Valentine's plan. So I think it would be more the less killing of extremist patriot terrorist. Yes, it would sparkle some debate, but after all it would have been not so bad. Johnny is far from a saint though. He got some wrong in his actions, but he more morally gray than evil. Melly Grant. Keith David as the president in the Rick Jury and Morty date. TBF Keith David is an amazing actor. Frank Underwood hands down. He was a terrible president. He didn't care about anything other than his own power. Laura Roslin, Battlestar Galactica. President Harris, Scary Movie 3, played by Leslie Nielsen. President Elmo from YouTube. President Bartlett on West Wing. He's a PhD economist, Nobel laureate, and polyglot. He's a loyal and loving father, husband, and friend. As a politician, he's very liberal but also pragmatic. He manages to negotiate a landmark Social Security reform bill with bipartisan support. He is willing to take bold military action, but every time he does, he is clearly agonizing over the decision to send Americans to fight and possibly die. He assembles a great staff around him, treats them well, and gives them the freedom to speak candidly to him when appropriate. Especially Leo. That last point may be why he's the GOAT. As brilliant as he is humble enough to recognize that he does not know everything. So he places his trust in good people and empowers them. Monsieur Thomas J. Whitmore from Independence Day. Obama. Funny Valentine. Dude just wanted America to prosper and Johnny shot him. President Kevin James from Pixels. He made a cake. President from Scary Movie 3. Dude peacefully handled aliens. Quentin Tremblay 8.5. President from Gravity Falls. Obviously the legendary 8.5 President Quentin Tremblay, who managed to defeat his opponents in a literal landslide, and appoint a Supreme Court full of babies. Even a century later, after being frozen in peanut butter, he still manages to be awesome and help out Dipper and Mabel. Truly, an American icon. Seriously? Idiocracy. President Camacho hands down. I can't believe he isn't top comment already. You guys are slacking. I am sad I had to scroll down this far to find this. Also, happy Cake Day. I wouldn't call him the best, but I've always had a soft spot for President Hayes on Stargate SG-1. Specifically, I've always loved when Anubis pops a hologram into the Oval Office to intimidate the president and he just stands up to the half-ascended sumbitch. Finally, had to scroll almost to the bottom. Monsieur, don't let the suit fool you, fella. We're gonna fight. Rick and Morty president. Rick and Marty just blew off America. Independence Day guy. You, former pilot I believe. President Palmer from 24. Funny Valentine. JJBA. President Funny Valentine from the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure manga series. Funny Valentine from JJBA. Steel Ball Run. Dave. It's a toss-up between Bartlett and Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. Good morning. Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world and you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind. That word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interests. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win today, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American president holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today we celebrate our Independence Day. Quote, do I need to say any more? David Palmer from 24. He's wise, he thinks about decisions, and is pretty smart. Jeb Bartlett, The West Wing. Kanye. President Ellis, because I'm a big MCU fan. Funny Valentine from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Part 7, Steel Ball Run. He just wants to make America even better. Funny Valentine from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Has anyone said Funny Valentine yet? Henry Fonda in Failsafe, and Bill Pullman in Independence Day. The squirrel from American Dad. He knew his business. Daryl from The Office in Threat Level Midnight. 5-time SmackDown champion, porn superstar, and President of the United States. Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew. Herbert Camacho. President not sure. President Dwayne Elizondo Mountu Herbert Camacho. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.